everyone, and welcome to Wandering Disney Parks. We're going to talk about disability and how it is going to be affecting possibly you over at the Magic Kingdom.
Booyah!
Whoopee. Anyway, first I have to explain exactly what's going on. Disney built Magic Kingdom in 1971, or it opened in 1971, however you want to say it. During that time, the federal government was not issuing anything about being disabled. Therefore, Disney allegedly or made accommodations per attraction, restaurant, shop as the years progressed, as the laws progressed when it comes to being disabled and being in their parks. The newer the park, the better. The older the park, the more issues you may have. I'm going to tell you my experience so you can understand what you may have to go through. If you're in at the park at 9 o'clock, don't go to the right to Tomorrowland. Go over to Adventureland, Liberty Square, wherever you think you need to go. Everyone in the morning goes right and then goes up and around. If you do the opposite, counterclockwise, it'll give you a better experience, less of a wait. If it's 30 minutes or less, I don't use the disability access service, which I explained to you in the other video before this one. So basically, you're entering Adventureland, you're going on Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise, you cannot go on the attraction without transferring from electric wheelchair, ECV, or electric scooter. You have to transfer, you have to step down, step up, get out, and it's kind of complicated. Have hip replacement, hip service, all this stuff, knee problems, walking with a cane. Just talk to the cast members, see if it's something you can do. Because like I said, it's quite difficult. There is a special boat for those who qualify for it. It's a wheelchair accessible manual wheelchair, for as my understanding is, and it's a thing that lifts down into the boat for you and your family. You have to let a cast member know, so when your lightning name is redeemed for that time, or you want a standby line, go ahead and let a cast member know what you can and can't do, so they can accommodate you and your family. The Aladdin's carpet ride, you're going to have to transfer completely out. A family member has to assist you in and out. You have to transfer completely out of your wheelchair, ECV, go scooter. You have to step up into the ride, step out of the ride, and it spins. So if that's an issue, please know. Also, let a cast member know exactly what's going on. Tiki Room, no problem. Everyone's welcome. You go through the attraction, sit down, it's a show, enjoy it. Great. Here's another issue when it comes to the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not funny. It's not pretty. I don't know why it's this way. I asked many times with guest relations and the cast members work there. They just say this is what it is. So if you're in an electric wheelchair, ECV, or scooter, you have to transfer a manual wheelchair and somebody has to push you through the attraction. If you do not have anybody there, I'm sorry. Allegedly, with my experience, I can't go. So if I'm ever there by myself, wanting to go, and I have to transfer to a manual wheelchair and nobody's there to push me because of my heart condition, I can't ride the ride because there's nobody there that's going to push you. Please note that. Also, It's up into a boat, up out of a boat. It's like a bucket stadium seating, the bleachers seating, but you're in a boat that you hop into, and you gotta one step in, one step out, and there's a small little drop. So they don't really accommodate for people like myself with all this technology, electric technology, because I don't know, it might be a hazard because of the drop. I don't know. That is the only attraction, other than what I'm about to say too, and earlier in this video, is Space Mountain. I can't ride it. I mean, there's nobody to push me. I just can't do it. When you're over at Pecos Bill, it's a restaurant over in Adventureland, Frontierland, however how you want to call it. Pecos Bill is one of the best service for people who are disabled. When you're in there, it's amazing. I like to do the mobile order. I'll explain in another video, because if you're disabled, I explain to you in another video how to do it. I set up my mobile order. I sit down. Mobile orders, ding, 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 on my phone. Booyah, hooray, yay. A cast member comes to the table and says, I'd say the cast member prior to me entering says, hey, once my mobile order is ready, I need help, I need assistance. So what they do is they go get my order, bring it to my table. At the same time, it's easy in and out. Plus you can plug in your wheelchair and your phone and enjoy your food and enjoy your time, and you're getting assistance. Once you leave there, or you don't have to eat there, I'm just saying, you can, when the next attraction is in my head is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Big Thunder Railroad is not accommodating for anybody with disability. There's a special way in. You can get the DAS Pass Disability Access Service. You can also go to them and say, hey, I'm disabled, I'm in an ECV wheelchair, electric wheelchair, and manual wheelchair. How do I access this? The cast member will direct you to the correct location in the area for the time you want to ride. So talk to the cast member that's at the Lightning Lane entrance or the standby line, and they'll direct you in how you can get on this attraction. Once you enter this area, keep in mind that you have to step down into a 2-bucket seater roller coaster, step up out of it. People with hip replacements, walking with a cane, need assistance, has to be done by a family member. A cast member is not required or accommodating distance for liability reasons. You have to get somebody to help you in and out. If you can't get in and out, please know before you get on the attraction what's going on. Haunted Mansion, you're on a moving walkway as the attraction is moving. They can slow it down for you, but this is another attraction that you have to get out completely. They do not accommodate for scooters, electric wheelchairs, manual wheelchairs, anything like that. You have to park it near the entrance to where you're getting on. You have to completely transfer with the help of a family member. They can slow it down for you, but they do not stop the attraction. You get on, you get off. The wheelchair is about maybe 40 feet away. Your chair or whatever you have is about 40 feet away. Again, you're getting off on a moving belt and the attraction's moving. Okay? Know that. Hall of Presidents, it's a theater stadium seating, and they're accommodating for everyone. They'll have a designated area. Please let a cast member know that you're in an ECV wheelchair and you cannot transfer out, so they can direct you in the correct area. Don't assume that you know what you're doing or when they know what you think you're doing. Notify a cast member immediately. Let them know that you're disabled and you're in a ECV wheelchair, you're not transferring out, and that way they can put you in the direct area for when the show starts, you are good. So you have all your wheelchair, your stuff, everything. It's all right there. Okay. There's no transferring in and out unless you want to transfer it to a chair. That's on you. Peter Pan's flight. Transferable in, transferable out as the things are moving. No one helps you. If you're there with family, they need to assist you and help you. Cast members are not allowed. If you're able to park it right there, or if you're able to walk 40 feet, they'll park you outside. You can go in. It's a small world. It's a boat. It accommodates for people like me. They have it where you can just ride your stuff on there and you park it and you enjoy the ride. You don't have to step in, you don't have to step out. If you cannot step out because if you're disabled, you can't climb in and out, you have a need, just tell them you need the disability boat, and you have to wait extra maybe sometimes because they got people in front of you that also needs the boat. Be patient, and then that way you can just walk on and off with a cane or anything like that. Pinocchio's Village House, avoid it at all costs. It's congested, nobody's there to help you. I've done mobile order many a times and they don't come assist you at all. I ask for help. It's too busy, too many people, no places to charge your phone or scooter, ECV, wheelchair. They don't have no assistance. So when I do mobile order, Jacob, my jughead, my husband has to be there because I can't do nothing. I can't carry a tray and drive. It's impossible. So if I'm there by myself, I can't do it. There's accommodating restrooms there. I don't use it. Again, it's very congested. It's very hard to get in and out of. I don't use it. I use the Tangled restroom. It's decorated in Tangled, Rapunzel. There they have a guest assistance or disability and also family restroom, which I'm going to talk in another video about. They have it there. When you over into back of Fantasyland, you're going to have again a moving walkway for Little Mermaid attraction. You have to be fully transferable in and out. The ride's moving, the belt's moving. Enchanted Tales with Belle, it's a show. Everyone can stay in their wheelchair, ACV wheelchair, and they can access the show. It's amazing. Go see it. Minecart, Mine Train with Seven Dwarfs. It's a roller coaster. The line itself, the lightning lane and standby, are both accommodating for everything. But again, once you get to the attraction, you have to transfer it completely out. You have to step in, step out. So if this is difficult, you may or may not be able to, ride. Just get with your family and see what you can do for accountability. I'm gonna say carousel. One time it was called Cinderella, now it's called Prince Charming. The carousel. Again, this is very important. Listen. You have to let the cast member know who's operating the attraction. There's only one person. That you're disabled and you need access to the back, which is entering next to the Princess Hall. If you do not tell them before going to this area, they do not know you're there. So they're going to let off people off the ride and you can't get on the ride until they know that you're there. So please let them know that you're there, that you're disabled, and you need to get on the ride. Now, if you can get on the horse, great. If not, there's like a little carriage where you can get off and on. But again, you have to be fully transferring out. The Princess Hall is where you meet the princesses. There's 2 separate lines for 2 different princesses. There's lightning lanes for both, standby lines for both. Now, they both fully accessible, everything like that. Sir Mickey's gift shop is amazing, easy to get around. And please don't forget to ask the cast member that you want to get pixie dust. And they'll give you some pixie dust. It's a magical moment. It's phenomenal. They also have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique inside the castle and across from there. And that's where boys and girls can get dressed up like a princess. They can get their hair glittered. And again, it's for everyone. You can be in a wheelchair, anything like that. And they accommodate you. The next attraction is Winnie the Pooh. Many Adventures Winnie the Pooh. This ride stops. You can get in with a manual wheelchair. I tried with my electric wheelchair. I couldn't do it. It could not. Of course, the scooter and ECV won't make it. You have to be fully transferred in and out. One person can be there with you, depending on the size of the wheelchair. If not, you have to ride by yourself. And this is a manual wheelchair. You have to ask for the disability honeypot. Okay, now we're going to talk about the teacup party, my Mad Hatter teacup party. This attraction spins in a circle, not a square, not a triangle. You can spin it yourself, or the attraction itself spins in a circle, not a square, not a triangle. It spins in a circle itself, but you can manually turn it. You have to fully be transferable. If you're heavy set, you might have to ride a honeypot by yourself or with a small child, or you may not be able to fit at all. Once you get there, you have to let the cast member know at the entrance to the attraction, I'm disabled, where's your disability entrance? And they'll show you. You have to, like the carousel, you have to let them know that, hey, I'm there, because if not, they'll start the ride and let people on, and they don't know you until you're there. Okay, so that's it. The Dumbo attraction and Barnstormer are the same way. You have to be fully transferred. Barnstormer, you step down, step out, and Lightning Lane and the standby lane are both commutable for all wheelchair ECVs. You just got to transfer to the ride. Dumbo, again, very commutable. Transfers into the ride, great. Dumbo Circus, Top Circus, where you get snacky snacks and memorabilia. There's a nice table in the AC. They do not have charge for your cell phone, chargers for your ECV, but you can sit in the AC, enjoy yourself, and you're good. Right next to that on the right, next to a character meet and greet with Pete, Donald Duck, something like that. It's a circus tent. It's outside, and they have these little boxes that you can charge your phone and chairs, wheelchairs, ECVs into. You do have to share the spot with somebody else, but I'm always polite and I always say, hey, can I charge my chair? Can I charge my phone? I'm just being silly. To outlets, they're great. This is a great storm shelter. Let's say it's raining and you're disabled and you can't deal with the rain, the wetness. Just go over to the Dumbo Circus tent that I'm talking about. It's back behind the water play place, left of the train station, right of the Big Top Circus tent, shopping tent, and enjoy your little relaxation for an hour while you charge everything up. Okay, so you're going to go in Tron in Tomorrowland. Please be patient. This attraction is new. No one knows what's going on. That's all I can tell you is ask the questions as many as times you want. Two nice cast members, the one that smiles. If somebody's grumpy, go to somebody else, please, because they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to be there. Have patience. Find somebody that has a smile, like Dopey. You know, they'll help you, and they'll be very nice to you. Now, this attraction, I can't ride. I did it once, and I can't do it again. You're hunching over like you're riding a motorbike, and your foot's hacking. All right, so you hunched over it like Quasimodo, and your legs are hocking like a raptor. I can't do that. Plus, there's strobe lights, and it'll affect my epilepsy and narcolepsy. So what you do is, if you choose to ride, and you can't hunch over like that, there's a bucket seat, and let me tell you, you can sit like a regular chair, no problem. You have to transfer it down because it's a roller coaster. But once you wait the hour, 2 hours, 50 million hours, you have to wait for another 30, 40, 50 minutes like I had to. Now keep in mind, your family is going through the regular line, standby line, whatever, lightning lane, whatever they got, while you're waiting in this special line for this special car. There's people in front of you that wants to ride the same damn thing. So my family was already on the ride, got off completely before I even got on the damn thing. So it's not for everybody to stand next to you. They don't want you to do that. They want everybody to get off and on. And anybody who's waiting in line with the disability or the heavy-set people bucket seat, you're waiting up to 40 minutes or even more, because there's like one train for every 3 or 4 trains that pass by, and they're accommodating for you, but they're accommodating for everyone, you know. So if your family, like maybe 1 or 2 of you are together, you wait in that special line while everybody else rides. You have a designated family spot. Hey, once you get off the ride, we'll meet you here. Great. When you go over to Indy Speedway, go-kart, motor kart, it's fully transferable. You have to transfer out. You have to get a family in and out. It's very low. It's very stoop. It smells really bad. If you have asthma and COPD, put a mask on. It's very, I can't ride it. I have asthma, COPD. It's just horrible. But if you want to enjoy it, go on the ride, put a mask on. If asthma and COPD is not a thing that you can do, enjoy. Now remember, it's low. So people like myself, people who are heavy set, people who have knee problems, all this stuff, please keep in mind what you're doing. Once you leave there, there's also a Cosmic Rays restaurant. Avoid it at all costs. Again, it's 10 times worse than Pinocchio's Village House. You can do mobile order, you can find a table, but the food is nasty. No cast members there to help you. There's no place for you to charge your cell phone or wheelchair, ECV, or cell phone. There's also the hamburgers there are not fully dressed. It's meat and bread. You have the top bun, bottom bun, and meat. That's all you're getting with fries. Jughead, he likes the chicken nuggets, and he says, if I ever eat here, that's all I'm going to do. But if I'm there by myself, I cannot be accommodated by no cast member because nobody gives a... Okay? They're very rude. They're very mean. They don't want to help you. They rather hold up the wall or the thing up, and they don't care about you. That's the thing. It's just the food's nasty, the accommodation's nasty, the seating arrangement's nasty. It's so jam-packed that you can't even do nothing. No. If you take the mobile order and go and eat it, like to go and eat it in the park and find a nice little bench to eat, great. But you can't do that. Star Traders is a gift shop. Amazing gift shop. You can go in and out. It's phenomenal. It's wonderful. It's nostalgia is great. Easy to get in and out. No problem there. There's another bathroom back there by Space Mountain that you could go to. There's a family restroom there where I go to. It's amazing. We'll talk about restrooms in another video. Also, Space Mountain. It's like the accommodations for Pirates of the Caribbean. Nobody with electric wheelchair, ECV, scooter can enter. You have to get with a manual wheelchair. You have to get with a cast member that tells you what you have to do. Lightning lane, standby lane. They issue you from lightning lane. It's a mess. I can't do it. The gift shop is jam-packed. It's Tron stuff. You can get in there, great, shop, have fun. It's the exit for Space Mountain. It's the entrance and exit way for the Tron Light Cycle Run. It's okay, it's accommodable. They also there have the mobile phone pay. I discussed that in another video. So you can just scan your items, pay on the phone, and by the exit of the store, they'll have somebody to check everything, and you just go out your way. There's an ice cream place there that in Tomorrowland next to the bathroom that you can get. It's great. It's easy one way out. There's a sitting area right there. I don't remember seeing anything where you can charge your phone or anything like that, but it's in the AC, like the circus tent in Dumbo area, that you can just kind of sit and enjoy the AC. The Transit Authority, you have to be fully transferable. The moving platform is very steep. It hurts my knees, it hurts my back, it hurts my neck. You're standing and you just gliding you up, and then the attraction up there is moving constantly. Once you do that, you're sitting, you have to be fully transferred out. And standing, and I just can't do it. Astro Orbiter, you take an elevator up, you got to be fully transferred out. I take the joystick sometimes. At one time I rode it, just took the joystick down and rode it at the ground and then go up, and I had to look back. It just made me dizzy. I can't ride that again, but just for the experience, I had to hop in, I had to hop out. Sometimes that was difficult, but I was there with family, so I had help. But you have to transfer out. Carousel of Progress is a theater seating like Filler Magic and the Hall of Presidents. They accommodate you everywhere. It's fine, but the attraction itself moves. You really don't feel it, but you know yourself is moving. The attraction itself is not moving. You are. Buzz Lightyear, it's like Peter Pan's Flight, Haunted Mansion. The attraction's constantly moving, and you have to be transferred out completely. Please keep in mind that if you're heavy set, have neck problems, hip problems, knee problems, you have epilepsy, narcolepsy, I can't stop you from getting on these rides. But let me tell you, Buzz Lightyear spin, whatever they want to call it, it's very, very difficult for me. For me. What's going on is that once you're seated, the thing comes back to you, and the seats are like a candy bar compared to a normal seat. So I have to sit like this and play with the joystick. I can't. I got a pacemaker. I can't do all this stuff. I have arthritis, and look, you want to sit there by yourself without a child, and you just want to sit and go on the ride, long as you can find a nice little cushion spot, have fun. But remember, they have these little flashes that might affect your epilepsy, narcolepsy. But if not, just sit there. Find a nice little spot with your tushy. Like Hercules, Hercules, Hercules! Fabulous. And sit. But let me tell you, if you're heavy set, or you're disabled like me, it's going to be a hard time getting on this, not on the traction, but sitting and enjoying yourself. It hurts, it hurts. I can't explain it. It hurts. The Laugh Floor with Mike Wazowski, Monsters Incorporated. It's a theater show. It's great. Enjoy it. I can't see the show at Mickey's PhilharMagic properly because of my glasses. I have issues with that, but I do enjoy the show because I don't put on the 3D glasses. The Monsters Incorporated operates the same way without the glasses, but you can transfer to another regular seat, or you can just stay where you are. Shopping down Main Street, USA. No. Get it early in the morning, get it late at night. When the fireworks ends, the parade ends or whatever, no. Be the last ones out, be the first one in the park, do your shopping, do what you think you need to do. Good. Because it's too congested. It takes you almost 2 hours to get from point A to point B, from Casey Jr.'s all the way to the end of the Emporium. I don't know how many times we went through there and we just couldn't get through with my ECV wheelchair, electric wheelchair. It was horrible. The other side is by the Starbucks entrance that way, which is like some glass blowing, and then you have the candy shop. It's okay, but again, it's not a lot of shopping. It's just memorabilia that you may or may not get. So again, over there's also Pandora, and it moves smoother because a lot of people are not over there because they know they're in the Emporium. I never rode the train yet, so I'm not sure about the motorized train that goes around the Magic Kingdom. But that's basically what's going on for me and my experience. There's another experience I'm going to talk to you about. It's the Cinderella Royal Table. My experience was horrible. Matter of fact, we had a reservation that we booked 6 months and we couldn't even do it. Before we went, I told them that on the internet when I booked the reservation that I had an ECV wheelchair, I could not be transferring out, that I need to stay in the ECV electric wheelchair scooter, and yeah, no. So when I got there, they saw that I was in a wheelchair. They ushered me into the place where you down the first floor where you meet Cinderella. There was an elevator or stairs. Jughead, of course, took the stairs. I took the elevator, and there's steps to get into the floor where their tables were. Even though I already told them that I could not get out to get in. So they said, well, we have to set up a table on the outskirts, and it's going to take an hour because we can't accommodate you right now. We either have to wait for someone here, or we have to set up a table. And even though they knew 6 months that I couldn't transfer out, and they knew that they had steps to get into the floor where the tables were, no, the only thing we got was, I'm sorry. The manager said, I'm sorry. So I go over to guest relations and tell them what happened, and they're saying that this is not what we expect the cast members there to do. They knew that you had a reservation. They saw on the thing that you had an ECV wheelchair automatically that you can't ride down down steps, that you cannot transfer this. So when that ticket order went up to the top where the ladies were hosting you into the restaurant, it wasn't there. If it was there, it wasn't accommodatable. So I'm not waiting another hour. So we just canceled the reservation and said, sorry, we were going to go somewhere else. Went to guest relations. They told me exactly what happened. They apologized. They said, this is not what we were going to expect for you. This is what we should have done. It wasn't done. Sorry. And we're not eating there again because of the bad experience. We're not even going to try. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out. Please ask cast members before you get on every attraction. Your standby cast member, your Lightning Lane cast member, ask us thousands of questions that you want. Please go to people that's smiling, waving, that seem to care. If somebody's grumpy, somebody just with a no care attitude, find somebody else. Ask for what is called a coordinator, assistant manager, or manager if you can't get things done prior to you get on the attraction or entering the gift shop, so that way you can be fully accommodatable. A coordinator for an attraction is what is called assistant manager. A manager is called a manager. So it's better for you to ask for a coordinator when it comes to the attraction, and a manager if you're in a gift shop and you need assistance. Again, this is my experience. I hope this helps you out. Thank you.